morning and welcome to the Stahls TV Morning Show. I'm Jenna.
I'm Bob.
And we have an awesome topic planned for you today that's all about packaging items together to make the most profits for your business. And we'll be diving into a lot of that today, how to price it, best items to package together, and 3 different price points and packages that you can do so that you're offering your customers a lot. Okay, so be sure to comment in from where you're joining us. I see Mike joining us from Canada, and we also have another person from screen printing, and I can't actually pronounce that first name, but thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate having you here and joining us for our discussion today. Before we dive in for our topic, we are going to look at our look of the week. So Kelly Voss submitted this from Hays, Kansas, and I thought this was a great decoration method because it's something that we've been talking a lot about and discussing because of all of these signed vinyl that we are offering. All right, so that's new to Stahls. We are offering signed vinyl now, and it's not something that we've done a lot of. But we are learning as we go, and this is a great picture. I love how she has this photographed and all set up to present her products nicely. Now, pattern signed vinyl is something that we're going to be offering, so stay tuned on when that actually launches, and we'll have it in all the patterns that we offer now. So any patterns that you're getting in a matte finish or glitter finish, you can get in our signed vinyl as well, so that's pretty exciting.
It is very exciting.
All right, some other announcements that we have. Also, well, before I move on, I want to tell you how that you can actually submit your look of the week. You can submit on the Stahls Facebook page. We do a show and tell every Saturday, and that's usually where we choose our photos from that we want to show. So you can submit that on the Stahls All Things Heat Printing Facebook page, or you can tag us on our Instagram. Our Instagram name is Stahls Heat Printing, so be sure to just tag us there if you want to submit your looks there as well. All right, so some other announcements. We have a workshop Wednesday coming up, May 23rd, so just a few days away. And we're going to be doing that at our locations in Michigan, Florida, Texas, Arizona, and California. All right, so our workshop Wednesday this month is going to be a vinyl cutter boot camp. So you can see that we're doing a roll-in boot camp from 9 to 12, and then also a Graph Tech boot camp in the afternoon from 1 to 4. So you can sign up for that on our Stahls.com page, and it's on the Stahls events page, so you can just find that at the bottom of the website. Click there, and then you'll see all of the workshop Wednesdays that are even to come.
Right. It's a great workshop if you've either just purchased a vinyl cutter or thinking about getting one. It's going to be a really, really good overview, introduction to 101 for actual hands-on understanding the process, the cutter itself, the software, everything about it. So it'll be very, very informative for you.
Right, and if you've been to any trade shows recently and you're kind of on the fence about purchasing a vinyl cutter, we'll actually go in depth of each cutter, the software, and all the unique things that you can also create with your vinyl cutter. Speaking of trade shows, we have some upcoming. If you are a Sports Inc. member, we'll actually be educating at the Sports Inc. show from June 7th through the 9th, all right? That's going to be located in Columbus, Ohio, so be sure to go in there if you are a Sports Inc. member. We'll be showing some new products and some sneak peeks of things to come.
Who doesn't like a sneak peek?
And then Cleveland, Ohio for the NBM trade show, and those dates are June 15th and 16th. We'll actually be doing education there as well.
Ohio's a happening place.
It is, as of late. NBM actually used to be in Indianapolis around this time, so this is the first time they'll be in Cleveland, Ohio. We'll have a booth there set up and also be in the classrooms teaching as well. All right, so we can go ahead and dive into our discussion. And like I said earlier, it's all about packaging your items so that you can increase your sales even more for the customers you're decorating for. So how do you think that you would get your customers to buy more if you had a heat printing shop?
Well, offer them more. Essentially put together what I like to call bundles. Packaging sounds like we're using cardboard boxes and tape, etc. But bundling these together, all the items that they would be looking for that have the same theme. So if I'm looking for team uniforms the jersey, the pants, all the other accessories that can come there. You know, there's a lot of ways to put together a whole package that people are looking for.
Right, and it's great to be able to put packages together for and achieve value that you're trying to reach. So if you know you want your customer to buy more and you know how much you want them to spend on the items that you're offering, set that at that price, offer a discount because they are looking for discounts for packaged items. And then it really comes down to what's included in the package.
Right, and folks can be a little bit leery of bundles or packages like this because sometimes it looks like you've jacked up the list price so that you can get rid of some slow movers and maybe the value isn't there. So it's important that you give them what they're looking for and maybe even inspire them some things they hadn't thought of without going overboard. So there's a lot of different ways to do that to achieve those goals of the different types of bundles you can put together.
Yeah, and I like that you said it inspires them to purchase things that they didn't really think of, and that's what is really going to make your package stand out above competitors. So just knowing your customer and what products they want and being able to package them gives you the ability to sell more and make more on just one sell. Yeah. So let's talk about what we should include in our package. We'll do a scenario-based thing where it's baseballs. We're in the heavy season of baseball right now up through summer, but football's our next one. We're kind of in preparation for that if we are decorating for teams and leagues. So what would I want to include in my package for a football team? Yeah,
these types of packages do work really well for groups like this. You know, maybe not so much for the smaller individual personalization, but when you're working with a group, so yeah, teams and leagues, perfect scenario for this. So for a football, I mean, obviously the very basic, you're going to definitely need the jersey and probably the pants.
Right.
Anything else beyond that would be like the next level, but these are absolute mandatory. These are the things that they're going to have, they're going to wear no matter what. So having those both versions decorated with options too, you know, one color, two color, etc.
Right, so of course we would want to include the jersey. That's where we're going to make the most of our money if we're printing jerseys for a full team. And then we want to be able to give them the entire uniform so that they don't need to go somewhere else. So you and I were talking earlier on this discussion in particular about packaging these items, whether it was just a blank pair of pants or shorts with the jersey. But you also made a good point that you can upsell the pants and the entire package price if we're adding the personalization to the pants.
Right. You always want to increase the value, or at least the perceived value of whatever you're offering. So just offering just blanks, while there's some money to be made there, there's also a lot of competition. They can go get these pretty much anywhere. But when you personalize them and or brand them with their team, with their school, or whatever you're looking at, a whole much bigger value, and it keeps them at your shop, keeps them from shopping around. So you want to keep everybody in-house here, so you don't want them to cheat on you, basically.
Yeah, the idea is to become a one-stop shop for them so that you can show them, hey, I don't just do team jerseys. I do the entire uniform, and I offer all this additional stuff.
It also kind of puts yourself in the light of being really in tune to their needs with the market, and kind of sets you up as the authority. So maybe some things they have, like you said, inspire them, but also we know what you need, and sometimes they just don't know what they need. They may have been new to the position, maybe they've never done this before, and they actually really appreciate the fact that we've taken care of you and given you what you need.
Absolutely. All right, so we've gone over one package, and the way to really increase your profit in these packages is by incorporating more. So we mentioned, or you actually talked about it just being a basic package of the jersey and the shorts or pants, whether you want to personalize those along with the jersey or not. But having 3 different packages so that you can set 3 different price points so that your buyer can actually see, oh, I have all of these options. They may be set on a budget and they don't know, or they know how much they can spend. So being able to offer 3 different packages at different price points will help them make the decision.
Yeah, we're always pushing a good, better, best scenario, give customers that choice, never railroading them into one particular one that you want them to buy. And more times than not, they almost always go to the middle ground. That's why you do offer both ways there. But in this case, we're calling them the basic, the pro, and the elite, which is even a cooler way to say good, better, best. But it also, speaks to the sports market.
Right.
Yeah. So we've done the basic package, which has the jersey and the pants or shorts, and then we step up to the pro package. You could be including additional things like the hat, maybe the socks. So now we've got a full on-field uniform. Talking baseball at this point, because the hat would be for after the game, or helmet in this case for the football.
Right, and so that would be basic and pro, so those would be at 2 different price points. And then elite, where we're incorporating all of that together and also adding an equipment bag or duffel bag or cleats and compression shorts and what else am I missing here? Warm-up sets. So warm-ups are very a popular add-on sell, and a lot of team decorators are incorporating that because it's an additional set that they're purchasing. So warm-ups go a really long way. They're almost just as important as the actual uniform itself.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and they travel in those. It promotes the school that they're representing.
And that's not to say that you couldn't have multiple bundles. So you've got the basic, the pro, the elite, and then maybe you could pull out a segment of that elite and just make that a separate add-on bundle itself, which does have the the pants, the warm-up jacket, and the compression wear, or the hat, or whatever, the wristbands, whatever else you wanted to put in there. But they have an option to bundle those 2 together at the same type of discount.
Yeah, there's a lot of avenues that you can take in this. So you can definitely just do a warm-up bundle or package where you're putting all of those additional items in a package and then just sticking strictly to the uniform and the helmet and the cleats and socks. So that is an actual, that's a great point that you made there. So once you have your team packages set up, you can then begin to focus on whether you should be offering fan wear packages along with maybe the additional package of the warm-ups. So some items that you can consider for fan wear are just t-shirts, like faux jerseys such as the one you're seeing behind me, the Panther Pride in pink. All right, so just being able to add those mascots to different pieces of items or apparel so that you can sell to the people that are supporting that particular team.
Yeah, you've got their attention. They've come in to figure out, and they've actually landed on one of your packages. Now you definitely want to have an a la carte menu for them to choose from and show all these things too. And it's important, and we'll talk about it a little bit, but they need to see the product, because just saying, oh yeah, you can throw on this, but until they actually see it, especially with their logo on it, it's huge. So it's going to be a real opportunity to increase sales, add-on sales, and like you mentioned earlier today, it's a great fundraising opportunity.
Right, yeah, and fundraising goes a long way because it not only helps the team raise money for their boosters so that they can travel and do more with their club. So the boosters are always looking for ways to raise more money, and fundraising is one of those top ones. All right, so you can offer packages of t-shirts and sweatpants and hoodies and things like that with a set logo that fits all of those, and that can go for the fundraisers. So we mentioned earlier that for every player on the field, there's at least 4 people in the stands there to support them. So they're able to get those fundraising sales through all of those people.
Right. And speaking of the different types of packages, sometimes it may not be adding additional items to go from the pro to the elite. Maybe it's the decoration itself. Maybe my middle ground or my basic is a single color logo or numbers and names. Maybe the upgrade is using the 2-color. And so it doesn't have to be add a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe this may be as far as the actual decoration itself, where you're becoming more the premium, the more professional type of look, because a 2-color logo looks so much better on jersey in most cases than a single color.
Right, and then you can even take that up to adding twill finishes to it. So there are a variety of different transfers, and it really doesn't just come down to the garment or item. And that's another good point. It comes down to the actual design and what you're putting on there. So thermofilm can be something which is an athletic material that is great for abrasion resistance in contact sports. So if you're doing that as your basic package, then you could use the Sim Stitch, which is just a heat press twill. That is great for contact sports as well, and just putting that on there so that it has a higher end finish.
Exactly. No matter what you choose or how you choose to present this, because I'm not going to tell you exactly how to build every package, do stay true to your package, because you make yourself crazy exchanging, interchanging this. Now this package includes this, this, and this. Now we can add a la carte, but this pricing is based on this. So try not to deviate from that too much, or you'll have a nightmare as far as logistics trying to get your orders done.
Right, and this is all going to vary based off of your specific market. So you may be doing teams and leagues already, and this is a great avenue for you, but there are other avenues that you can take for other markets or specific niches that you're decorating for, such as local businesses. Just being able to do a polo, maybe including an apron if it's a bar and pub or restaurant where they actually need their apparel made for them. So just think of it in what's best for the market or the customer that you're serving specifically, because it will vary and it works for other markets too.
Do your research for sure.
Yeah, it's best to know what your customers want in order to offer that, and that kind of leads us to presenting your packaged items. So keeping the choices simple, like you mentioned, so that it makes it easier for them to buy. So having a set list of what's included in the package and not letting them choose, all right, well, I want to just go with the jersey and the pants, but I also want to throw in the socks from the other package. Well, that's when they would want to actually move into the pro package, so that they're going that step up. Don't let them interchange things so that you're ending up losing money instead of making money.
And if it's priced properly, they'll realize the value of keeping that bundle as it is, because if you start buying a la carte or individual, one item at a time, you're selling at pretty much your normal selling price, and when I total it all up, they're going to see no savings.
Right. And if you're not meeting with them in person, just doing virtual images, like on your e-commerce site, maybe in an email or a flyer, so that they can see what the garment actually looks like with their mascot on it, and putting each of those images that you're including in the packages in each, so it makes it easier for them to digest, so they know exactly what it's going to look like and what they're getting in each package.
Yeah. Nothing replaces face-to-face.
Right.
Touch and feel, see the exact logo, have everything available to them in a little corner of your shop for this entire sports arena. But not everybody can do that. You can't have that option because you are selling online, or they're just not in a remote location. So duplicating that in your flyer is huge. Giving a nice display showing everything that you can do for them and what's all included in the bundle, and showing them the value.
Right, and of course, if you are meeting with them in person, make sure you are using their actual logos, making mock-ups for them or samples, so that they can actually feel the item on there, that it's going to be durable. Let them see it in person, because that's going to increase your chances of actually getting their business for this.
Yep.
All right, so pricing your packages can vary. And you know your customers best, you know what they're going to be willing to pay for, so you may not want to go as far as including so many items in one package, so that you're not making that price point too high for them. It's unachievable for them at that point. But of course, you want to add discounts to each package. Excuse me, being able to discount it is going to let them know, okay, I can get this package for this amount, or I can buy each of these items separately. We don't want them to have the two of the same prices.
Correct.
Right. You need to make it noticeable that they're going to get a better deal if they're packaging the items together. So discounting, I think, is the best way to go about that. All right, so then it comes down to how you're actually marketing your package. So we really want, if we're making the first sell with our customers, we really want to, especially with packages, we want to make sure that we have the diligence to stay in front of our customers. So whether that's on a Facebook page and you're constantly updating new items that you've added, making it viewable to them so that they know, all right, this is what they're offering now. If you've met with them before the season, meet with them after the season to let them know, hey, here's what I've added, and then that'll help you pre-plan what you're going to be offering them for next season.
Yeah, it goes a long way. That what can set you apart from everyone else can just be that personal interaction with the customer, letting them know that you care, that you're kind of in this together. We're a team. We've got your back. Whatever you need, customer service and on-time delivery. Sometimes, a lot of times, eclipses even quality.
Right. Yeah, so staying actively involved goes a long way, and then even making calls, just saying, hey, hope you had a great season, maybe sending them a gift for having a good season, just to stay active with them and let them know, like, hey, I love your business, thank you so much, please come back, this is what we're offering. So it's going to just create a lot of success for you with that customer. All right, so that completes this morning's morning show. And if you want to join us in 2 weeks, we'll be presenting on summer trends. So that'll be May 28th. All right, thank you guys for joining us.